Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smallman and welcome to this week's edition of Two Guys, Three Questions. Joining me this week, co-host of Zach and the Coach, Zach McCright, and our 101sports.com video guru, Chris Files. Thanks so much for your time, guys. All right, let's get things started. After months of speculation, it's finally NFL draft time, and the Rams did what pretty much no one expected by taking defensive tackle Michael Brockers as their first-round pick. What do you guys think? Are you satisfied with this selection? Zach, we'll start with you.
Satisfied is the interesting word here and the key word here. Satisfied, yes. Am I thrilled? Probably not, but I mean, how can you be super thrilled with any pick that isn't some sort of super playmaker at this point? I know all Rams fans, including myself, have been clamoring for a wide receiver, and it seems like we've been doing that around here for years now. But look, I hate to be so bland, but the bottom line is this. There are holes at every position. We're going to hear that ad nauseum for a while, but there are holes at every position. This definitely fills one of the holes. I remember DeMarco Murray from last year. I remember Beanie Wells from last year throwing up monster numbers against a defense that just plain could not stop the run. I will say this, though, and the reason I'm only satisfied with it is Jeff Fisher's reputation adds a lot to this, because if this were Steve Spagnuolo making this pick and they went with Michael Brockers, a defensive tackle, they probably would have tried to set Rams Park on fire after the pick occurred. But since it's Jeff Fisher, we give him a little bit of a leash. So I'll say I'm satisfied with the pick.
All right, thanks, Zach. Files, what do you think? Was Brockers the right choice?
Well, it's not the sexy pick that people wanted from that, the sixth selection. But yeah, I guess I could say I'm satisfied. I trust Jeff Fisher. I trust this new regime certainly much more than I trusted the old one. Again, people want a wide receiver. They want that marquee name that comes with an earlier pick, but this is a move that I see as building for the future. And you just kind of have to put some trust in that. Yeah, it's not as exciting as we thought it would be the way things unfolded on draft day, especially for the first round. But again, you just have to have a little faith, and I'm willing to do that.
All right, thanks, Files. Okay, guys, question number 2. The Blues and Kings getting things underway for the second round of the NHL playoffs. And the buzzword in this series, parity. There's a lot of it here. What do you guys think? Who comes out on top? Give me your series prediction. Files, you go again.
That's a tough one. I mean, these are two teams they're very young teams, don't have the experience that San Jose had, so I would be very surprised if this was a lopsided series at all. It's going to be very evenly matched. It's going to be a very exciting series to watch. And so I guess just being the homer that I am, I'll go with the Blues, but I think it's going to go all the way, Blues in 7.
All right, thanks, Files. Zach, what do you think? Blues or Kings?
Well, it's going to be a long series. And if you like goal scoring, maybe this isn't the series for you, but I think this is going to be a series of a bunch of one-goal games. I think you're probably looking at, I think the Blues win. I think the Blues are the better team. I think they're the more talented team. So I'm going to go with the more talented team. I think the Blues are the more talented team, and I think they've got just as much talent in the net as the Kings do. Jonathan Quick is probably one of the better goaltenders that isn't wearing a Blues sweater in the second round. So I'm going to say the Blues. I think it'll be a low-scoring series. I'll go Blues in 7 over the Kings.
Thanks, Zach. Okay, guys, final question. Reports have surfaced that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is strongly considering suspending this year's Pro Bowl due to a lack of competitiveness. What do you guys think? Should the NFL can the Pro Bowl? Zach, we'll start with you this time.
Well, here's a question. Do you watch it? I don't. I think I do catch maybe the first series just to see all the quote-unquote real superstars, the guys that are, the unanimous Pro Bowl picks. Other than that, I couldn't care less because nobody there cares. I don't watch football because I like touch football. I like a little bit of violence, for lack of a better word. I do like all the pass plays, the long pass plays, and all the creativity that's in football now and all the protecting the quarterback. But there is a line that I get past all of the creativity, and I do want to see a little bit of physicality. And the Pro Bowl never reaches that line. If I want to go watch some flag football, I can go out to the SLU campus and watch it, and intramurals. That's what this is. So if it's gone, I'll never know it wasn't there. That's how much I don't care about the Pro Bowl. So if it's gone, good.
All right, thanks, Zach. Files, what do you think? Should the NFL squash the Pro Bowl?
God, yes. The Pro Bowl is a joke now. It's been a joke for several years. Players nobody's taking it seriously. It's not fun to watch. It's just a laughable event. And, I don't think being a Pro Bowler has the cachet that it once had. I worry about that. And I get that the players are saving themselves for the games that matter, so why are we doing this? Why are we having this game that no one cares about, that's boring to watch, that costs a lot of money? I just don't get why we're doing it. I hope if Goodell does one good thing here, I hope he eliminates the Pro Bowl. He can't do it soon enough.
Thanks, Files, and thanks, Zach. I really appreciate your time this week. That's all for this week's edition of Two Guys, Three Questions. Check us out right here next week on 101sports.com.